For you guys, I put in curls. You're welcome. Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen and I am the Restless Thrifter. Today I'm going to be giving you a sales update for my online sales on Mercari, eBay, and Poshmark for the time period of June 22nd through 30th. So the last week plus a couple extra days. So my sales were a little bit better than last week, but that's also because I have a couple extra days thrown in there since last week was just a 1 week time period. But still overall not great. And I will go ahead and cut to the chase on why they're not great. It's me. I wasn't listing. I wasn't listing new inventory. Sometimes you need a break from it. And I was visiting with my husband and dogs. I was about to say my kids because they're like my kids. My husband and dogs came into town. I am staying out of town from where I live in Denver. And they came to see me and I didn't list. I didn't work as much because I was there to spend time with him. So that's the truth. It's all my fault. I'll go over total numbers at the end, but you'll see what I mean. In this video, just like with my other sales updates, if you have seen them, I'll be going over the top 10 sales based on profit that I earned. That's money in my pocket after fees and everything. The fast flips, so anything that sold in a week or less, and the bad buys, so anything that I probably shouldn't have picked up for various reasons, and I'll go over those for you. I don't have as many bad buys or quick flips this time because I wasn't listing as much, so I didn't sell as much. If you are new here to my channel, welcome. I hope you like my content. If you have any constructive feedback, go ahead and leave it in the comments, or you just want to tell me how your sales are going if you are a reseller. I would love to hear it. I've been doing this for about a year, getting close to a year and a half. And I still consider myself fairly new compared to all the others out there who I like to watch regularly on YouTube. I'm learning a lot. I have learned a lot in the last year and a half. And so I just wanted to start sharing what a part-time reseller can do on e-commerce platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. There are others that I occasionally sell on, but those are the three main ones. So the first category, top 10 sales by profit. I'm going to go in reverse order from lowest to highest profit. I do have a pretty good one there at the end, so stick with me. And the first one is, the title was Torrid Premium Stretch Jegging Jeans, plus size 24, regular light wash mid-rise. It sold for $24 on Mercari. I took an offer. We negotiated back and forth, like each going down $1 or up $1. It was the weakest negotiation ever. Sold for $24, which is about what I sell my Torrid jeans for. I had paid $5.96 when I picked these up at a local thrift store in Denver. And I include tax in these because I don't have a reseller's permit. I don't even know if you can get one in Colorado. I haven't looked into it much. Looked into it a little bit, but I don't even know how to work, and it stressed me out. So maybe one of these days I'll look into that again. Let me know if you're from Colorado and have a reseller's permit. And if you want to let me know how it works, I'd love to hear it. Anyhow, after fees and shipping and everything, my profit was $14.64 on that item. That's about what I make on Torrid jeans. Next, we have some Spanx size extra large jeanish ankle leggings jeans jegging dark wash. I put all the words in there. So the title included jean-ish, which is the, the style name, I guess, from Spanx. But I don't know if everyone's gonna be searching for that. So I included leggings, jeans, jegging, just to cover everything, because to me they're really leggings that sort of look like jeans. They sold on eBay. It sold for $40.20. I had paid $7.61. I did pay up a little bit because I had heard that Spanx do well. I looked up comps and sell-through rate, and they did do pretty well. I'm forgetting to tell you how long it took to sell. The Torrid jeans sold in 101 days, and the Spanx leggings sold in 12 days. And my profit was $15.73. I'd picked those up at a local Goodwill in Colorado as well. Next item are some Rocky Mountain jeans, vintage 90s Rockies, size 7/8, length 36, high waist, high rise, black. These were straight from the 90s. I had picked up a pair of blue and a pair of black at the same time. The blue sold really quickly and the black took a little bit longer, which I sort of expected. They took 67 days to sell. They sold on eBay and they sold for $38.20. I had paid $8.67. Again, paid up because I was pretty confident in them selling. And my profit was $16.31. I also picked these up for nostalgia reasons because I used to wear Rockies like 1 year in college. I thought maybe I'd go country. Yeah, that didn't stick. I'm an alt girl at heart. Okay, so the next item is a Pearl Izumi size medium cycling shirt, back pockets, pink, white, reflective, half zip. This took 116 days to sell. It sold on Poshmark for $25 and I had paid $2.71 and my profit was $17.29. I picked this up back in February at a Goodwill in Denver. It took a while and I relisted this thing a mazillion times. It is the second cycling shirt I've ever picked up. They both did sell, but they both took some time for me. Okay, my next item is good old Peter Millar, who has redeemed himself after being on the naughty list last week. Last week I had 2 Peter Millar polos on my bad buys list because not Peter Millar's fault, my fault for not noticing some flaws that resulted in much lower sales price and therefore much lower profit. But this one took only 13 days to sell on eBay, sold for $33.18. I had paid $2.70, much better cost of goods than what I had paid on my last 2 last week. And my profit was $19.29. So if every Peter Millar did that for me, I'd be cool with it. Now this particular one didn't have any insignia on it from like a golf association or a golf course or anything, whereas the others had, but the others also had some flaws and I didn't notice any on these. So maybe just more desirable overall for those reasons. And I had picked this up at a Denton, Texas. I'm having to think about this, sorry. Denton, Texas thrift store, thrift giant back in April. My next item is something I was so glad it sold because I loved it. It's a vintage 90s tapestry, casual corner, woven blazer, floral Southwest size small jacket. It did take 133 days to sell, but this is a really specific, unique style, and it is vintage 90s and not everyone's gonna like it, but I thought it was gorgeous. And I remember casual corner. Casual corner was kind of more of a career wear from what I remember. Anyhow, sold on eBay. It sold for $53.93. I had paid $9.78, which is paying up a bit. I just was enamored with it. And my profit was $19.39. Okay, next we have a Free People size medium telltale heart sleeveless top tunic mini dress lace. And this is also a fast flip. It sold in 1 day, sold on Poshmark for $33. My cost of goods was $6.52. And my profit was $19.88. I'm okay with my cost of goods on that. Just great on the profit for me on a Free People. You notice I called it a top tunic mini dress because I think that's actually tunic mini dress was what it's called on their website. I don't know how it can be both. I don't know how anyone could wear this as a dress. To be honest, it was so short, but you know, it depends on how tall you are too. So I put them all in there and I ended up listing it under tops, I think. I don't know, maybe I should have listed it under dresses, but hey, it sold in 1 day. So the next item is a Dansko size 36 clogs, leather, dark brown, slip-on, comfort nursing walking shoes. That last bit, comfort nursing walking shoes, I include in most of my Dansko listings. You can also include non-slip, I think, if they're specifically those professional ones. These were not, so I didn't include that because it didn't really say it on there. These sold in 56 days on Mercari for $36. I paid $5.41 for them, and my profit was $25.65. there was some damage, not damage, but just some scuffing from normal wear. And I actually picked these up in Durango, Colorado at a Goodwill there. My goal was to sell these for 40 and I got 36, so that was great. That's about right. Next to last item in this category is a Calvin Klein size 4 jumpsuit, new with tags, royal blue, wide leg, surplice top, surplice top, belted pockets. It sold in 12 days on Poshmark, sold for $60. I had paid $10 and my profit was $38. So this was a $140 retail item and it was new with tags. I picked this up in a thrift haul that I can link here as well. And I looked up comps and was pretty confident and happy to see that my research in store actually paid off. Because sometimes I research in store and then I get home and miraculously things are not looking as good. I don't know how that happens. And the last item and my highest profit item is a St. John size 10 black label sheath dress wool blend charcoal midi minimalist. This sold in 58 days, sold on eBay for $110.49. I paid $8.55 and my profit was $68.26. I picked this up in Pacosa Springs, Colorado back in April at the Humane Society Thrift. I love that store. I really do. I wouldn't say like I found amazing things there, but I just like the store atmosphere for some reason. But comps have been anywhere from 75 to 125. Most, what I would consider reliable comps. There was also some like really low things, just people getting rid of stuff, you could tell. But for the most part, so that's, mine sold right in the middle there, which is awesome. So that's it for the top 10 highest profit items. Let's move on to my remaining fast flips. I only have 3. And, you can't sell anything in a week's time if you don't list anything that week. If that makes sense. So I listed a few things, but not many. And one of them was the Flying Tomato size large embroidered tunic dress Swiss dot lace crochet hem. Sold in 1 day on eBay for $15.87. I had paid $2.79 and my profit was $5.34. Pretty sure I got an offer and was like, yeah, I'll take it. I need to get sales going. I picked this up on a thrift trip from Denver to Dallas back in May in Childress. Check out the New For You store in Childress if you're going through town. I can't imagine to be going to Childress for any reason, but unless you have family there. I don't think it's a vacation destination. Next fast flip is a Chico's size 3 ombre cardigan, open front, cream brown, lightweight, long length. I sold this really low for $12, but I had only paid $1.08 and my profit was $9.07. I didn't really like what I was seeing as far as some possible discoloration. I noted it and, sold it for the $12 in same day on Mercari. And then my last fast flip was a Sundance size medium embroidered tee, Brighter Days Southwest boho artsy short sleeve. Sold in 2 days on eBay for $26.83. I had paid $4.99 and my profit was $10.72. This was also number 17 on my list of 20 items from my death pile that had high sell-through rates. The sell-through rate was 64% and comps were $20 to $45, so mine sold on the lower end of that, which is fine. I picked this up in May at a Denver Goodwill and there was one in the same size listed for $33, so mine sold for less. But I was just excited to see that one of the things I listed last week was from that death pile. I got everything from that video listed in June as promised, and I'll link that video up here because I'll be providing some updates on it. It was also a collab video with the hustle couple, Dan and Amy, and I'm pretty sure they got all of their things listed as well, and I've already sold one, so it's working. All right, and my last category are the bad buys. I only have 3 for you today. Just fewer things sold, so fewer bad buys. All three of these things are old, and one of them sold for negative profit. So it is a Peck and Peck cashmere size medium cardigan sweater metal toggle short sleeve tunic. I paid up $10.87 because it was cashmere and I thought it was really cool, really pretty, and I was crazy. And I got home and found a flaw. I found holes. And so because of that, I priced it really low and set priced accordingly. It took 181 days to sell on eBay. It sold for $17.72 and my profit was negative $1.72. Womp womp. Yeah, and you might ask why I would sell something for negative profit, even going into it knowing it, and hey, it's still money back in my pocket because the cost of goods is gone. I already paid that. It's already been spent. And now I have the money in my bank account from eBay for that sale, and it's out of my house because it was something I probably shouldn't have picked up. And I didn't even notice the hole until I was already taking photos. I was mostly through the process. And so I went ahead and listed it. Plus it's cashmere, and some people just want a nice cashmere sweater for cheap, even if it has a little bitty hole in it. And the last bad buy is a Down East size XXL 3/4 sleeve watercolor poppy floral print popover blouse. Took 359 days to sell. Sold on Mercari for $13. I had paid $2.50 and my profit was $8.52. Back when I first started sourcing, and I was mostly sourcing plus size then, I picked up a lot of what I would call no-name brands. I had never heard of Down East, at least. This might have been something that was sold like at Ross or TJ Maxx even. It was pretty, but it wasn't, I would say a trendy style. And I just picked it up because it was a pretty print and it was plus size, and didn't do research on that. So I'm getting better about those things. I'm still happy to make $8.52 on it. It's fine. I just really don't want things hanging around in my storage units for that long. And when I say storage units, I mean storage bins. I don't mean units. I don't have a storage unit. Now let me give you a summary for that last week plus those 2 days. My total sales, it was $829.98. After all fees of cost of goods and everything, my profit was $405. Better than last week, but probably only because I had a couple extra days in there. My averages on days to sell, it was 100 days to sell on average. I like to see that lower, around 90 or less, but that's not too bad. And my average sales price was $25.94. My average cost of goods was $5.04, which is good. I do try to keep it 5 or below. And my average profit per item was $12.66. So I'm glad to see that go back up. I think last week it was 11 or less. So I'm glad to see that go back up over 12. Really want to get it over 15 by the end of the year. I did sell 32 items total this last week. And I was kind of analyzing what sold, and I'm noticing that even though it's still middle of summer, my early fall items are starting to sell, like lightweight cardigans, jeans. I sold a lightweight flannel, as well as a very lightweight thermal. So those things are picking up. All right, so the full month of June, I sold $3,142.82. That was my revenue, and my profit, and that is after cost of goods too, was $1,560.25. It's usually around 50% of my revenue, and it didn't hit my goal of 20, what was my goal? 2,200, 2,500? Didn't hit it, but I really didn't list enough to hit it. I sold a total of 127 items. Oh, and I do want to say that in one of my weekly updates, I had said I sold 118 items that week, which was way off. That's like closer to the month, not the week. I don't know where I got that number at that time, and I wanted to set the record straight there. But I sold 127 items. That was down 3% from the previous month. I listed 138 items, which was up 64% from the month before. The month before, things were just crazy in my life, and I just couldn't list enough. Plus, I was out of town for 2 weeks, and May was just nutso. But I will say that my items listed number is a lagging indicator for how I'm going to do the following month. So because I didn't list a lot in May, I'm not making as much in June, if that makes sense. Does it make sense? It makes sense to me. But I also noticed that my number of sold items and my number of listed items are pretty close together, which is fine by me as well. Almost as many things going out as things getting listed online. And then my average sales price was down 1%. You know, that's fine. I don't think my average sale price really means a whole lot to me. It's really the profit. No surprise, eBay is where I sold the highest number of items, 69 items total. I sold 1 on Facebook. I can't even remember what it was. Sold 16 on Mercari and 41 on Poshmark. Poshmark actually picked up for me this month. I'm not sure why. I can't explain any of it. Okay, so let's talk about goals for July. I'm still going to be a little ambitious and say I would like to have $2,000 in profit, and I'm going to shoot for $65 of profit a day. That'll be my goal. I know I didn't meet it this month, but I'm pretty confident that I can get my act together. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, I'm going to make a commitment to list more daily, and if I can't list 10 items, you know, at least get 1 or 2 out there daily and relist some items just to keep that activity going. So those things are picking up. I am still going to try to focus on getting all my summary type items listed so they're not hanging around in my death pile, but I sprinkle things in there from all seasons. You know, I just look at what's laying around sometimes and, you know, oh my gosh, this has been sitting here forever. I might as well get it listed. So, all right. And coming up for you guys next week, probably, I have a thrift haul, and I have gone thrifting a couple of times in the last week, and I have some major bolos to show you. 2 huge bolos, things that I have been looking for and can check off my bucket list and just hope I can find again. Can't wait to tell you guys about those and show you. It might be Sunday or Monday before I can get that posted for you. So stay tuned. And if you found anything useful in this, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to find out what those major bolos are that I'll be talking about in my next video, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I post it. That's all, y'all. Have a great July. I'm already kicking it off with 2 sales. Have a great July and just keep listing. Dang it, I'm out of order.